Well, hi there, pluckers. Ivor Soulfingers back with you again with part 2 of my lessons on Lovely Lady Smile from Pilot. Hopefully you've obviously gone through part 1, so this is part 2 and it's the rest of the song, which is basically verse and chorus, and then you've got everything you need. Okay, so when you come out of the intro, which hopefully you've learnt in part 1, you've got that okay, you do that twice, and then we go into this. Girl, won't you turn to me? Yes, I'd like to see be. Okay, that's the basic verse. It then does another verse and then we go into the chorus. Okay, so coming out of that intro, go to the G minor 7th. You can have, I've still got my automatic reaction is to play it like that, but you don't need to. You could just play it with a single bar because we're not playing that 5th string. Okay, so into the G minor 7th. Girl, won't you turn to me? Now this is a C minor 7th. Okay, so what am I doing with that? From the bar you've got for the G minor 7th, I'm playing the root note with my thumb again, bottom E string 3rd fret, and I'm plucking the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings as I did in the intro with 1st, 2nd and 3rd fingers. So it's very simple, it's just that sort of thing, yeah? Girl, won't you turn to me? That's the C minor 7th, and what I'm doing there is I'm actually only barring 3rd fret, first 5 strings. I'm not playing the 6th string. Okay, in this chord I'm only playing 5 downwards, so you got a bar across the first 5 strings on the 3rd fret. My 2nd finger's playing the 4th fret of the 2nd string, the B string, and my 3rd finger's playing the 5th fret of the 4th string, the D string. And this one is I'm playing the root note with my thumb again, like I did with the G minor 7th, but this time I'm on the 5th string playing that note there, and again I'm plucking the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings with my 3 fingers. Okay, so that's the first 2 chords. So it's girl, won't you turn to me? Now, 3rd chord is an F 7th. That's a bar chord on the 1st fret. Okay, 2nd finger is playing the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and my 3rd finger is playing the 3rd fret of the 5th string, the A string. Okay, F 7th bar chord, and for this one I'm playing the root note with on the bottom E string with my thumb, and again I'm playing the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings with my 1st, 2nd and 3rd finger. That sort of thing, yeah? So that's that one. So girl, won't you turn to me? Yes, I'd like to see. Like to see is a B flat major 7. Now, this is like what they call an inside chord. You're playing the inside 4 strings, and it's that shape. The 1st finger is playing the 1st fret of the 5th string, the A string. 2nd finger is playing the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, the G string. 3rd finger is playing the 3rd fret of the 4th string, the D string. and Pinky is playing the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, the B string. And for this one, my thumb is playing the root note, which is the 1st fret of the 5th string, and again my first 3 fingers are playing the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings. Okay, that sort of thing. So, right, here we go. Girl, won't you turn to me? Yes, I'd like to see. Now, next chord is exactly the same shape as that, B flat major 7th, but we're playing an E flat major 7th, so we move that whole shape up to here. So the first finger is now on the 6th fret of the A string, the 5th string. My second finger is on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. Third finger is on the 8th fret of the 4th string, the D string, and Pinky is on the 8th fret of the 2nd string, the B string. And it's exactly the same. Thumb now playing the root note, E flat, on the 6th fret of the 5th string, and my 3 fingers on my plucking hand are playing the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings again. That sort of thing, okay? So, go. Girl, won't you turn to me? Yes, I'd like to see the way it always be. The final chord is starts off as a D7 sus4. So it's a straightforward D7 shape, standard D7 shape. 1st fret of the 2nd string, 1st finger. 2nd finger's playing 2nd on the 3rd, and 3rd finger's playing the 2nd on the top E. And you've got an open 4th string. So the thumb is playing the 4th string open, and we're plucking the top 3 strings. 3, 2, 1. Okay? But initially you make that D7 shape and put your pinky on the top E string on the 3rd fret. So you got, and then take it off for the last one. And then it stops, pause, and we go into the next verse. Okay? Which is exactly the same to play chord wise. Okay? So we'll just go through that whole verse very slowly, and then I might do the second verse as well. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so here we go. Coming out of the intro, and we've got the girl, won't you turn to me? Yes, I'd like to see the way it can always be. Song for the love that you give and the life that you live. But living is more than a song. That's it, 2 verses, and then we go into the final part of the song that you need to learn, which is the chorus. Now, the great thing about the chorus is you've already played it, because the intro chords are the chorus. But there's no single notes. Well, there's a few, but most of them are missing. So it goes into lovely, lovely lady smile. So it's that G major 7th that you played in the intro. Exactly the same thing, thumb on the 3rd fret of the bottom E string, plucking the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings, just like you did before, but this time there's no, it doesn't do that sort of thing. There's no single notes, it's all chords, until you get to the E minor 7th sort of bit, but it's lovely, lovely lady smile. You make my life seem so worthwhile. My style. Now So it's basically that. It's the same chords but without all the fiddly single notes. Okay. Right, so here we go then. G major 7th, lovely lady, G minor 7th, smile, F major 7th, you make my F minor 7th, life seems so worth, E minor 7th, while A7, I like your A minor 7th style, D7th. So when you go to the E minor 7th, it's the G major 7th is as usual. Lovely lady, G minor 7th style, F major 7th, da 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 da, E minor 7th. So that's a basically bottom E string, and then I'm plucking the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings again. And then A7th is the 5th string with your thumb, and the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings with the other 3 fingers. So, lovely lady, smile, you make my life seem so worthwhile. A7, I like your A minor 7th style, which is the 5th string, and again the 4th, 3rd and 2nd string style. And then we just do a, you can just play a D7 there if you like, just a arpeggiated one, or just do the 4th string and pluck the other 3 strings, the 1st, 2nd and 3rd strings, or you could just, and then it goes back into another one of these, exactly the same thing again with different words. So it's like, lovely lady, smile, you make my life so worthwhile. I like your style. Anytime you're near, it feels so good to know you care. You're everywhere. And then pause, and then you're back into the intro again. The end of it. And then it's into another verse, and then it does 2 choruses and finishes. So you've got everything you need there now. Right, then just to finish off and recap, we'll do a verse, and then we'll do a chorus. And then you've got those 2 together, and you can mix and match. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this. We'll do the 2nd verse and the 1st chorus. Okay. Song for the love you give and the life that you live. But living is more than a song. Chorus. Lovely lady, smile, you make my life seem so worthwhile. I like your style. Anytime you're near, it feels so good to know you care. You're everywhere. And so on, you get the idea. So there we have it, boys and girls, my take on Lovely Lady Smile for a single acoustic. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed those 2 lessons, and see you in whatever comes next. Bye for now.